darlings. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and shipping the Clary stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. I see the little hearts. Hello, hello. Come on in. Hey guys, how are you? Vernon, Deborah, hello, hello. How is everyone? Doing well? So glad to hear it. So glad to hear it. We'll let some people come on in. It is a gorgeous day. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I am so grateful. I needed it. I needed the sunshine. Especially after this like random little bit of snow we had the last couple days. Like what? Snow? That's crazy. Well, let's see. I struggle with patience, as we all know. So what we'll do is we will do like a small collective and kind of let people come in, and then we'll switch over to readings for donations here. Okay. All right. Let's see. And if you're here, this might feel pretty personal. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so there's definitely someone that's experiencing a tower right now. Okay, so there's an Ace of Cups that flipped over, but it stayed in the deck. I find that very significant. There's a Four of Wands here, okay, at the bottom of the deck. We have a Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. So somebody is experiencing some sort of like, I don't know, almost like realization, or having, you know, maybe there's something that's happening. They're watching something happen. That's what this is. Okay. Could have to do with a house. There's also something like about the Six of Pentacles is like giving, right? So there's something that's being given here to someone else. Two of Cups here. Queen of Cups. But this is someone that is maybe giving to, oh, okay. So there's someone that is watching someone else like give to maybe more than one person. I feel like this would definitely be like romantically, okay? Like this could be somebody's friend. You know, somebody's friend is like, you know, they're watching somebody be a player, essentially, right? But for whatever reason, this friend, I don't know if they are you know, because surely this person didn't just now become a player. I just get this feeling where this friend is wanting to say something or wanting to, yeah, they could be finding out a lot about their friend, actually, suddenly. Feels like a friend. Could also be a family member, maybe. Um, mm, Tell me more. Yeah, it seems like this person is, yeah, they are walking away from this connection here. But there was some truth that was said in the past. Whether you said some sort of truth, somebody else said some sort of truth. That could also be something that's shocking here as well. Yeah, this is like someone, okay, so there's someone that's looking at someone else, maybe treating you or someone else not well because they're not in a good position. This would be like a friend knowing that somebody's coming towards you strictly because they just want to use you or like take advantage of your energy or what you have, and they're like, that kind of, I feel like they're disappointed in this. Like, I knew you were like a player, but like I didn't know you were out here like, you know, using people. Is it okay? You know, again, I don't know who this is for, but this is kind of going on. You may hear from this person, honestly. I don't know. They're watching on the sidelines, though. Mm-hmm. This may be even somebody who feels like they want to come towards you. You know what I mean? That could be for some of you. Hey guys. Hello, hello. Come on in. Deborah, I see that you sent in. We'll wrap up this collective here and move over to personals. But yeah, it could be, you know, say for instance, you know, this person could have learned about you through this other person, right? I don't know. There's some, hey Shelly. Yes, this is a little collective and then I'm going to switch over to personals. Darling dear. Yeah, I feel like this is someone that actually maybe wants to come towards you. So there's someone that is like, you know, it feels romantic, but it honestly feels like it could also be business, right? Say for instance, you work for someone, you know what I mean? And there's, you know, you may be getting some sort of like crap into the deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something that's going on behind the scenes, and someone doesn't like it. They don't like it. They don't like what they see. They're disappointed in whatever it is that they're seeing. And I think they're going to come tell you about it. Okay? It's almost just like, hey, like, you should know. This isn't what it seems. You know what I mean? Hey, Dom. You sure can. I will add you to the list. I'm getting ready to start Deborah's. So, yeah, that's a quick little collective for anyone that resonates with. Yeah. Okay. All right. General messages for Deborah for the weekend. What does she need to know about the weekend coming up for Deborah? Heads up. Heads up, 7-Up. Do you guys remember that game? Oh my gosh. I loved that game. All right. What does Deborah need to know? Messages for the weekend. Okay, so as far as you are concerned, I feel like it's just going to be really kind of relaxed. You might be spending some time at home. I don't know, the weather is getting warmer, so I'm kind of picking up on maybe outdoorsy stuff, gardening or something like that. It feels like doing stuff around the house, maybe. Like as far as like really kind of what, you know, you may be up to, you know, what you find yourself doing for most of the weekend is just, you know, I'm kind of picking up on just kind of being at home, you know, doing stuff around the house. I'm feeling like, you know, kind of that springy breeze blowing through and just, you know, it feels fresh. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. Now there is someone who may approach you. Now, I feel like I picked up on this last weekend for you, possibly. But I don't know if this is just a very persistent person or they just haven't approached yet. But there's, again, the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords here. There is this energy of, I don't know, it seems like, just seems like someone is trying to, it's like rope you into something, get you kind of and I don't know that it's necessarily like their intentions are bad, right? It's just there's something that they are coming forward with, and I just don't think it's for you. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know. It's a Queen of Pentacles energy. Or that's how they're showing up. Page of Swords. I'm almost like it almost feels like they show up to the world as this Queen of Pentacles, but they're really this Page of Swords energy. But yeah, I just be mindful of this, because it seems like it's like coming at a time that maybe it seems like, oh, this could be, you know, this could be good, right? It's not. Again, it's not that it's bad, but I don't think it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? Anything else for Deborah? There we go. There is also an energy that I feel like you have already maybe set boundaries with, but you may have to just be you may have to be pretty strict on that. Okay. um, because this is an energy that may not be so willing to just give up, I guess. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yeah. I also feel too there's something with this. There's jealousy too also coming from another energy. I heard a third energy, right? So we've got you, we've got this Queen of Pentacles, then I guess maybe it would be this person, this Knight of Wands, the third energy here. There's a little bit of jealousy because it seems like to them, it seems like, you know what I mean? See how this person here is standing on the ground. He's got all these swords around, or these staffs, right? These wands. And then this person over here is on a horse, right? That's the difference, right? Just seems like there's something where, you know, life would be easier with a horse than without a horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of this energy. Again, if you got a horse, you worked for the horse. You know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like anything was just given to you, but this is someone who is maybe a little bit envious. Okay. All right. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. But otherwise, enjoy your weekend. As far as like your energy, and I feel like what you've got going on, it seems pretty good. Okay, Dom, you are up. You're welcome. Thank you. Dominique. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. Sometimes things just pop in my head and I just have to say them. It drives the kids insane. Especially if it's like songs and I'm just randomly belting out a song. They're like, what? All right. It is only Wednesday, right? No, today's Thursday. My goodness. This week went fast. Okay. Yes, you... Okay. All right, what is Dominique? Yep, that makes... Yes. It's one of my favorite things, but people hate it. At least the people around me, they do. Okay. All right, what does Dominique need to know? General messages for Dominique, please. Random, just saw like one of those twirly slides. I don't know if you're planning on going to a park or something, but it just popped up. It just popped up. Okay, so there is a like transition, like it starts, you've shifted something within your like subconscious programming, it feels. Okay, and it has to do with like your value, right? Your importance. Not what I'm really feeling like is there's an energy where in the past you could have kind of felt like maybe sometimes like an inconvenience or like in the way or like you know um, like that kind of thing, right? Like people pleasing a little bit, right? And that comes from, right? We all know what that comes from. It comes from complex trauma. It formed, in order to really keep you safe, right? And so, but this is shifting. So you may be kind of going in and out of this energy of like, kind of feeling like that, right? But still a little bit, but then also like, but then in another breath, you're like, remembering like, holy shit, I am actually like this awesome person, right? Like you feeling very confident about yourself, remembering your accomplishments and who you are and things like that. So I feel like there is definitely this transition that is happening. Um, and it's like, again, it feels like you're kind of with this transition, it's like you're slipping in and out of each energy, but you are moving over into that more so confident energy because there has been some sort of growth, some sort of evolution, some sort of healing when it comes to again, your value, the way that you view yourself, and just this energy of like, if you were never really allowed to take up space when you were younger, whether it be like in the physical or like vocally or like creatively, creatively, okay, it really is hard as an adult to allow yourself to take up space, right? To not feel like an inconvenience, to not feel like you know, it's almost like, sorry, I don't really know how I got on Earth. I don't think I'm supposed to be here because it seems like, you know what I mean? It's like that type of energy, but but you're shifting into this space of like, oh no, I'm here. I'm going to take up this much space energetically, aurically, you know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to be here. I'm very confident in what I'm doing here and who I am. And so it's like there is this energy of kind of like, yeah, it seems like kind of going in and out of it just a little bit, right? As you're shifting over fully into this space where it's like, I don't think you'll ever feel like that again. You know what I mean? In any situation. No, you know what I mean? Even in new situations, because sometimes we can like move past some of that stuff in situations that we're like in, for like long periods of time or something like that. And then but then we find ourselves in a new situation and then we kind of inadvertently, like unintentionally, like get small again because it's unfamiliar, right? That is not this. It's not just in familiar places, it's also in unfamiliar places because it's just you, right? It's not yeah. Yes. Yeah, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. It's like this in between, right? Like really closing out an old cycle. Okay. Hey, cows. Okay. There was a couple super chats. Thank you very much for the super chats. We've got Carrie and then Devon. Yes, you're very welcome, Dom. Thank you. Okay, Carrie wants to know, will she ever find her soulmate? And I feel like, you know, it's not up to me to say that, like, people aren't meant to, like, be alone. But, you know, I feel like we're put on this world for companionship. But we also all make decisions, you know, that kind of lead to, so I automatically want to say yes, but let's just see what comes out. Yeah, so I feel like, yes, Page of Cups. Hey, Jessica. But I do feel like it may be a little bit with the Hanged Man, right? Like, you're going to need to be a little bit patient here, but this is someone that you may meet, well, not may, you're going to meet this person in like a collaborative space, right? So whether this be at work, or I'm even picking up on like some sort of function planning, okay? But yes, there is someone for you. You will meet this person, but there is, you know, the Hangman, that's like, you need some more patience. There's like, you know, because the Three of Pentacles, if we're, you know, that could even, Pentacles can be even like up to years, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to be like, girl, buckle in, because it's gonna be a minute, but I have to be real, you know what I mean? Like, as far as like what is kind of coming out here, and because, you know, it's probably about alignment, it's probably about timing, it's probably about, you know, things like that. Obviously, I don't make the rules, I'm just the messenger. But yeah, it doesn't, I mean, I'm not a huge fan on predicting time either, because like the butterfly effect, right? Like, we can make decisions that change our trajectory, you know, whether even slightly or drastically, right? Like, so it's like, say for instance, you decide that you just totally want to go hermit mode, forget the rest of the world. I'm focusing on me and what I got to do, right? You start, you know, just totally flip your life upside down, inside out, you know, that type of energy. And just, you know, you could maybe pull this person in quicker, right? But it just seems about alignment. And again, it's like, but also too, we have to keep in mind too, this person's alignment as well, right? And the work that they're doing on themselves, you know, because it's not all about, well, you got to be, you know, a certain version of you. They have to also be that version of themselves as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yes, there is a person out for you. You will meet this person. Just a little patience, my darling. Okay. I say go hermit. I say just totally go hermit, zero in on, you know, whatever it is you got to do, you know, go to the gym, change your diet if you need to, you know, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what else? You know, it's not up to me to know these things, but oh, thank you so much for the super chat. That was so kind of you. This was actually a gift from one of our beautiful, lovely community members from Australia. She painted that and mailed it to me. It was like, yeah. Okay, Devon. Is Devon still here? And then we've got Shelly after that. You are said Kermit, sorry. I don't know why it took me so long to like, honestly, I was just looking at the screen and not reading those messages, and then I did. Doesn't it? It's so gorgeous. Up here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is a little fairy. And then down here, in its feet, its paw. I want to call them paws. They're not paws. Anyways, there's a little tiny crystal that she painted into it. It's so cute. Is Devon still here? Does Devon still want a reading? Or we can... I could just be very impatient. That could be. We all know it's true. Honestly, I am a very patient person. But when I feel like I'm on the spotlight, like it's like, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh. I feel like I should be... Anyways. You get it. Okay, so I'm gonna just say maybe no Devon right now. Maybe Devon will pop back in. And we'll go with Shelly. Shelly. Okay. I'm starting to get some lines that maybe show my age a little bit. Not a fan. Not a fan. It's fine. Okay, I'm ready for you. I appreciate you. Oh, there he is. Or she, because Devon can be both. Oh, you typed it above. It's above. Hold on, let me see what Devon put. Bye, Dom. Love you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So Devon, are you just wanting to just maybe get some like general messages, maybe some encouragement or something like that, or Shelly, I am not seeing your, yeah, I'm not seeing your question up there. Oh my gosh, somebody's knocking at my door. Okay, let's see. Let me get some information on Shelly's work injury case and maybe when it will settle. Anything on that? Any kind of information on that? What does Shelly need to know about her work injury case? And when it will settle. Okay, well, I feel like it's going to go in your favor. 5 of Cups in reverse. That's good news. Yeah, I feel like something's going to go in your favor here. But I'd also feel too, you may be kind of, because like, okay, so you know how like this is like your case and you're like on the outside, like kind of waiting on them to process, but then there's like the people on the inside that maybe are dealing with like more than one case like this, or like other cases, like, and so there's like, it's like you have been given a little bit more time to like maybe like really kind of like think about things. I don't know. Something tells me maybe sometimes you psych yourself out. I feel like it's going to go fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have like a timeline? Interesting. So we have the Queen of Swords coming out, which is interesting when asking for a timeline. But we also have the 6 of Wands. That's giving like maybe like six weeks to maybe like 6 months ish, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so maybe, okay, they're saying, okay, yeah, maybe like a month to 6 weeks is what I'm getting here. But it is going to go in your favor. Okay. Well, I will say the cards following that, you know, there was, what was it? There was some sort of jump. It was like a couple different pentacles, and there was some sort of jump growth within it. So I don't know if that, yeah. Let's see. Is this going to be a little or life-changing for Shelly? Is this going to be little or life-changing? Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. That's like decent. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's decent. It's not terrible. You know what I mean? It's not the 10 of Pentacles, which is like a total windfall, right? But it's also not the 2 of Pentacles where you're like juggling, right? It's the Knight of Pentacles. He's on a horse. He's got the pentacle. We also have the star coming out here, which makes me feel like things will be balanced. It'll be okay. Okay. Yes, you're very welcome. Thank you. Hey, Crystal, babe. Okay, back to you, Devon. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's just see what kind of advice I am, Crystal. I sure am. Let's just see what kind of advice we can give Devon here with all these changes and things that are happening. Emotions coming up. Now, I do want to mention, you said you were kind of missing an ex-lover. It is Mercury retrograde. That is normal. So, hold on to those thoughts for just a little bit longer and see if they don't disappear. No, I'm just joking. I don't know the situation. But let's see. You got it, Crystal. It's a kind of a long story how I got into reading, but we can talk about it maybe after personals if you want to hang around. Well, if my phone will last. It looks like, of course, it's going to try to check out on us here soon. I'm going to try to make it last as long as possible. All right, let's see. Advice for Devon, just general life advice. What does Devon need to know at this time? Okay, so there is a lot of focus on, whoa, yeah, a lot of changes and good new beginnings here. Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. But the thing is with this Knight of Swords facing this tower, it's almost like, Devon, I feel like you're really focused on what's falling, right? What's kind of breaking down. And we're human, right? We have a tendency to do that sometimes. But the thing is if you just were to like turn around, right, and just kind of like take your focus off of this like past energy, right, like you know what I'm saying, this past energy, what is kind of falling, you will see that there are these like brand new beginnings here. There's some sort of like path, you know, Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, right? Like, and some sort of like generous, I'm hearing like a generous offer in some type of way. And I don't know what that's, you know, like alluding to, what it's regarding or in what area of your life. But it's almost like, honestly, it feels like a blessing from God, from the divine, right? It's like, hey, listen, just don't look at that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just show you how these cards are, Devon. So I've got this Knight of Swords, right? That's very focused on this tower, okay? But then I've got over here behind him is this Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like the divine is saying, hey, just turn around. Just don't even look at that anymore. Obviously, if there's some stuff that needs to be cleaned up, that's okay. But I'm thinking like it's just your mental focus, right? Like just where you're focused at, what you're thinking about, all of these different things. You're being asked to you know, again, it's almost just like turn around, just take your focus off of that, because there's a blessing here for you. There's some sort of like gift from the divine and some sort of like new kind of path that's opening up here. And it honestly feels, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it feels internal to begin with, for sure. But there is definitely when you kind of alter that internal, you know what I mean, the external always reflects. You know what I'm saying? It's just you know, one thing after another. So, and with the Six of Pentacles here, again, I do feel like there is definitely a blessing here. Okay. So this is kind of your advice right now, Devon, is to like, and again, as a fellow human, I know that it is so much easier for me to sit here and channel this message and say, you know, take your focus off of that. Take your focus off of that. I get it. It is not that easy, but I know that you can do it. And it's like, there's already like, you know, all this lined up for you, it seems. Okay. So it's just like one thought at a time, right? One thought at a time, one I almost want to say distraction at a time. You know what I'm saying? One, like that type of thing. That's how you will change it, is literally one at a time. You'll do it. You'll do it. Just like I said, it's just one at a time, right? One thought at a time. One, you know, say for instance, you start to focus on something, you know, and you're like, wait a second, right? Focus on something else. Focus, you know, you'll get there. It's like literally one at a time. Okay, Crystal, my darling dear. What is your question? You're very welcome. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's give Crystal advice regarding her current romantic relationship, please. What should she do? She's feeling confused. Let's see if we can clear this up. What should Crystal do? Advice regarding her current romantic relationship, please. This may seem like really weird advice. There's an energy. Okay, so Page of Wands, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four Cups. It's like pull back and watch. Don't pull away, but pull back and watch. And if you've already, because people are going to do what they want to do, right? And you will learn a lot by just observing, okay? And there is this like energy of, and you may have already been kind of observing some things here, right? Where you're like, I don't know. Because it's a matter of, ultimately at the end of the day, it's what do you feel as though you deserve? How do you feel you deserve to be treated? And also, like, what will you accept? You know what I'm saying? There's tell me more about this. So there's that energy of observation, but then there's also, I don't know if there's like, for some reason I feel like there's some sort of, something with children or a child in particular that could be, I don't know, there's something about a child, and I'm not exactly sure what. But the energy is here. Sorry. Maui, shh. Can I? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I do see that Four of Cups here. With that kind of being like in a state of like still grieving, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there is honesty here. It's just, I don't know, I'm picking up on a real nonchalant energy, but there is something. It's almost like his kids still maybe like, I don't know. I don't think it's that they don't like you. I think it's that they still have their mom pictured with their dad, if that makes sense. Like, see this devil card, how they're like kind of chained here. It came out on this kid energy. It's like this kid, you know what I'm saying? It's not a, I don't think it's personal. You know what I mean? What's some advice for her? Because I'm really just picking up on the energy where it honestly, I don't feel like there's anything that is like, that says like, oh, this is like super bad, like things are falling apart. It's just this like really like nonchalant energy. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, Kind of just like going with the motions. What's Crystal's advice about this? What should she do? Maybe speak up about it. You know what I mean? Communicate, like explain, like, hey, you know, like, because we do have the Ace of Swords and then the Ace of Wands came out, right? When I'm asking for advice here. I feel like communication, especially with the Justice and the Star, yeah, and the Moon, it's like, yeah. But I do also feel that there is an element, like I said in the beginning, of like kind of like observing and like really analyzing. And it's nothing against this person, right? But it's like seeing what they are offering, right? Right? Like just, you know what I mean? Like what they're offering without any expectations or anything like that, right? Does that fill your cup? If it doesn't, right? And obviously like you've already kind of like you're filling your own cup and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, does that meet your expectations as far as like, your partner for, however, essentially ideally the rest of your life, right? again, I don't feel like it's like there's necessarily anything bad happening here or off. It just feels like it's like, is this what you want? You know? Yes, you're welcome. And that's, you know what I mean? That's okay, one, for you to want more, and two, for him to not meet it, right? Like, that's just literally the way it is. And there's like really no hostility. It's like, it could get that way if you were to be like, you need to meet me here, right? And it's like, he's like, I can't even do that. You know what I mean? And it's not even about, you know, it's emotional regulation and availability and you know, all these different things, right? So it's not a, it's just a very much, I see what you have to offer, and wow, that may be very good for someone else. I need more, and it's okay for that. You know what I mean? No, thanks, Holly. And it's like, no shame on you, no shame on me. We're here, you know? Um, and that sucks, you know? Because nobody, yeah, you're welcome. Because nobody really wants it to be that way, right? Like, but sometimes, but also, bright side of the picture, that means, right, that for both of you, probably, that there's someone else, right, that will meet those things, right? Somebody that is okay with what he has to offer, and you know, somebody that gives you what you need. That's okay. Sometimes that's what it is. You know what I mean? We had a really good year, right? And leave it and take those memories and cherish them. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of your life. Like, we, you know, did the thing. We went, we fell in love, we did all the things, you know? And it's just a cute little memento that you can just take with you, you know? Oh, thanks, Crystal. Sometimes those, you know, those quick romances, they really come in, they teach us a lot. They, you know, he probably elevated your self-esteem, and you probably did the same for him. There was probably a lot that you both gained from the situation in preparation for whoever's next, you know? Yeah, you traveled the world, like, hell yeah. You know, like, I love that for you. And, you know? Yeah. Yes, of course. Of course, my darlings. Well, here's the thing. If you let go and he doesn't come back, then you have your answer. And if you let go and he does come back, then you have your answer. I think that that's a really good way to, you know, if you get to that point, right? Sometimes it's not about testing the relationship or even testing the person. It's trusting the process, right? Like, you know, trusting that, you know, it's like, I really want you to come back into my life, and I'm trusting that that will happen. But I also trust that if it's not supposed to happen, then that's for my highest good, you know? See? You know? I love that for you. Things come in unexpected packages, prizes. Yeah, trust the process. Trust the process. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry. I don't feel, I don't know why. Usually I would be, but for whatever reason, it doesn't feel. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. My phone's about to die. Hey there. And Vegas and Maui's like, hey, I need some lovin's. I'm sure that you did, Crystal. I'm sure that you did. Yeah, Shelly. That's honestly what it feels like. It really just feels like, nope. 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 So, okay, guys. Well, yeah, my phone is about to die. Nope on a rope. I love that movie. Does anybody else know that movie? Bridget, I'll do one more. Sorry, you guys, I'm squinting because of these contacts and the the print is, I need to figure out how to do it differently. Wait, Grant, you don't even know what movie that's from? You just said it because it rhymed. Yep, it sure is, Bridget. Thanks, Shelly girl. Yeah, I've been in the zone. Things just kind of opened back up and I've been in the zone. After yesterday, I took, I had I did, some stuff this morning and then just kind of took some time to just but, getting back at it. Oh, yeah, no. It's Yes Day. That's the movie. But I've been enjoying it because there for a while, it just felt very, I don't know how to explain it, but feels right again, you know? Yeah, for sure. Well, that was, I could go into detail about the things like my personal healing, but also there was definitely like interference in different areas and my own personal, obviously we all self-sabotage. There was some of that and sprinkle a little bit of that in there and sprinkle a little bit of, but we made it. We made it. Yeah, I'm happy it feels right again too, because I was like really at a point where, and the thing is like, I feel like everything around me was also telling me like, you're on the right path, but again, there was all these other like mixed ingredients in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, you can go. Yeah. And you know what? That's gotcha, Bridget. What's your question, babe? That's exactly part of it too, because some of it I've there's a lot of energetic resistance from some people that don't necessarily like believe what I believe, right? So like they see it as, I did get it, Bridget. Essentially, yeah. So I really struggled to actually like be okay with myself. That was a big thing for me, was like, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Like, even though knowing deep down, like, I can't change these gifts that are like awakening all these things, right? Like knowing that it's coming from within me, right? Like I'm not, but there was still that like, even sometimes thinking like, man, am I like, but anyways. All right, what does Bridget need to know? No, thank you. Thanks, Crystal. No, yeah, I miss her. I miss her so much. And she was part of that, right? Part of that, those fears, right? That were kind of created and then continuously kind of like projected out of a space of just wanting to make sure that I'm okay, right? Like, I'm not hating on anybody, but yeah. All right, what does Bridget need to know before my phone dies? What does Bridget need to know? Ooh, we have the High Priestess coming in hot. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, I don't know if you're feeling like walking away from something here. 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, the Tower, the 8 of Swords. There's some 8s here, girl. 888. You know what? I feel like it's very synchronistic that I kind of was talking about something here about my own like kind of personal journey and like how like there for a little bit I like really walked away from like I was planning on walking away from all of this, right? Because of like familial fears, like bloodline things that were like from my bloodline, right? And restrictions and things like that. So Bridget, I feel like there's something that you may be feeling like walking away from, and it doesn't have to be huge, right? It doesn't have to be a career. I don't know what it is, but it, it's clear that you're like, there's some sort of